Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. And I guess I feel like,
Our channels.
yeah, I was about to say, what's going on, everybody? I'm Miss Sabrina Seoul, and
It's J Dub. We're streaming live. I guess between two channels because really the purpose of this hot topics thing that we got going on is like what in the world is going on out in the world. Because we brought this segment on because after our after shows and our productions, me and Sabrina be having conversations about what's going on in the world, and we thought to ourselves, we having these conversations, we could actually bring it to the people because we'd be having some very interesting conversations, from all current hot topics. So this is our first time doing it. I know we've been promising and promising we're going to bring it to you. It's coming. It's on the way, through scheduling conflicts and just getting together. We just got together and say, hey, it's time. Let's bring it to the people and let them hear our backstage conversations up front.
yeah, absolutely. So this is the first hot topics that we're going to be doing. And for the most part, tonight's show is just to introduce ourselves, what we're going to be discussing. We are going to be discussing some topics tonight. But for the most part, it's just to let you guys know that this is the beginning. We are going to start it. We are going to continue it. We are going to, with our schedules permitting, we're going to try to do this every week. Not sure exactly what days, because I know J Dub has days that his schedule changes with his job, and I know with me and Sador and stuff like that. So, but either way, we're definitely going to try to come every week. And then,
Oops, sorry.
we're gonna try to do this every week, and I think it's gonna be interesting. And I know he and we actually talked before we came live tonight, and I was like, so what topics are we gonna discuss? Because we've been trying to do this for like 3 weeks, and 3 weeks ago the Jada situation was hot, the Jeezy situation was hot. It was a lot of hot stuff, and it was like when we came back this week, it was like, what are we gonna talk about? And I was like, so those subjects still hot? I mean, I don't know. So we did talk about a few things. I know me, y'all know I love me some Krishan and Blueface, honey. And he like, I don't really follow them. And I'm like, well, let me tell you what's going on. So anyway, but we are going to talk about some of the hot topics tonight that's still going on. They not so hot, but it's a lot of new hot things going on now too. Cause I know too, a lot of celebrities are breaking up. Like, I don't know what's going on, but the season is like everybody is breaking up. Like, but we're going to talk about that too. So in the chat, shout out to you guys. I see guys that's popping up in the chat that's over from J Dub's channel. I see some of my soulmates popping up on my channel. I love you guys. Y'all are in deep. Shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys like the video on my channel. It's J Dub's channel. And if you are new here, shout out to you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I think this is really absolutely going to be fun because like there's no format here. We're literally just going to talk about things. We want you guys in the chat to discuss along with us. If there's any topics that you want to discuss, put them in the chat as well. All right. So let's get to it. Oh, shout out. Let me go over here to the chat because it's a lot of people. I know Colton is on your channel, J Dub. Anyway, shout out to Delphine. Shout out. What's going on? Selena Massey, soulmate over here. Janira Rose, one of my soulmates. Danny Owens, a faithful of J Dubs, of course, and a soulmate of mine. Yes, my Christmas tree is up. I think if I do like this, oh, there it is. You guys can see it. So I did put my Christmas tree up. I'm excited. I'm real festive. So love the holidays. Yes. Let me see. Definitely. I want to know what the amethyst purple says also. You want to comment on that? What does the amethyst
what
purple?
amethyst purple? Where we see that? You see that somewhere?
I don't know. I want to know what the amethyst purple says also.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Delphine, put that down. Break that down a little bit more in the comments so we can answer because that's what we in this format. We definitely want y'all feedback. We want to hear what y'all got to say. Make your suggestions because we really feeding off of y'all. Because as I said, this is not like a real true segment because these are just conversations that me and Sabrina have right after our lives or whatever, and just talking about just current events, what's going on, hot topics. Because like speaking of breakup, yes, I've been dying. I mean, I've been dying to talk about young Jeezy and Jeannie Mai and Tyrese, or AKA Cry all that. I mean, I've been excited because, like I said, even though me and Sabrina work well together, we have two totally different opinions about some things because we're two totally different people. But it's a wonderful time. And I said, and we talked and said, you know what? I think they should hear this. I think they should hear what we got to say. So I definitely think that's where we should kick it off, because we even brought that to him, said we was going to talk about it and just hear Will and Jada, all of that. I mean, I don't know where to start, but we can start that. Because I was telling you about with Will and Jada, how I mean the YouTube streets are divided. Are really divided on this thing, because one minute they're making Jada the victim. Some people say that she's just a free-spirited woman, and some people is making Will the victim, like he's trapped in a marriage, even though he knew on the day of the marriage that Jada told him, I don't want to get married, even though she was like 5 or 6 months pregnant. So it's just, this has been an ongoing thing. They've been married like maybe about 23 years or so. And even with having all the type of controversy of all them scandals about who's cheating and doing this and doing what, just to come fast forward, especially with the Chris Rock situation where Will slapped Chris and all of that. And now Jada's coming out in her new book saying that it was so odd to her how Will said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. But Jada saying, oh, we've been separated for almost 6 years. So why is he calling me his wife? And I mean, I think everybody take a side. And my stance is so much of Will is a participant. I don't know the insides. Everything we speak of is alleged because we don't know the true background and stories. We only know what's given to us. But at the same time, Will is a willing participant. They opt to have vacations separately, and she can openly date August Alsina on that. And let me go there. I'm gonna stop there. Let me go there, because people don't say this on the internet. I'm gonna say this on the internet. Let's imagine if one of Will's kids brought over one of their female friends, and all of a sudden, Will Smith started openly dating one of his children's female friends. What would we call Will Smith? Chester, a predator, all those things. But all of a sudden, nobody really talk about that. I want to say it. But on my channel, I say what I say, but I got to put that out there. I ain't even expecting nobody to come up with it, because ain't nobody been talking about it. But I mean, let's come on. Let's be real here. Let's be real with any of us. Forget Will and Jada. Your children bring home one of their friends that's the opposite sex of you, and all of a sudden you're dating them openly. I don't even want to talk about it. I just have to say it, because yes, Selena Massey, a double standard, absolutely. So that's crazy to me. But to me, again, Will is a willing participant. I know their marriage, they got so many skeletons and they go deep and it gets dark. And it's just the fact that, like, at this point, he could divorce her. And guess what? He could cut the pie in the middle. She get 150, he get 150. He could make it back. He could have made it back fast if he didn't slap Chris Rock for keeping his wife's name out of his mouth. So, what you got, Sabrina? That was a lot. I've been yes.
I'm like, after all that, I got nothing. I'm scared to have anything.
No, but you ain't got to touch the predatory accusations that could be out there. They're not out there, because again, we're not talking about Will Smith. We're talking about Jada Pinkett, Tupac Smith, whatever her name is. I forgot. Because that's a whole nother thing. Because now it's so much now coming about Tupac. Tupac want to marry her. Tupac got alopecia like her. I don't know if alopecia is contagious at this point. Yeah, it's going deep, stuff that we can't prove. But I mean, but they say that, like, when I don't know, celebrities come out with information, they're usually trying to sell something. And we know
she tried to sell her book.
right.
Because at her book signing, he was there and she was there, like, yeah, like that's just what it is. Because I think ever since the red table stopped, she was like, we got to find out how to make some money.
Right.
I mean, think about it. All this happened right after the red table talk stopped. Like they canceled her.
Well, and not only that, that's a great point because even still, Will Smith is a mega superstar. However, he's been pretty much halfway blackballed in the industry because of what he did to what he did to Chris Rock.
Right.
So yeah, that's a thing.
Them pockets will hurt. Same, just like with Erica Mena. Them pockets is hurting right now.
Yeah, Erica Mena pockets could really be hurting because she definitely ain't worth $300 million like Will. So not even 30. So yeah, that could be a problem. That's a whole nother subject.
You know what I'm saying? And then you think about it, like people don't think about it like this. Like in real life, you can make $1 million a year, but if you have $80,000 in finances, or you know what I'm saying, like
taxes,
right. Yeah. Like people don't understand, like in real life, like they could say they have $30 million, but think about it. They live in a $40 million home. Mm-hmm. They drive and they got $100,000 cars. You got to pay taxes. You got to pay personal property taxes. You got to pay insurance. You got to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, all these people have money, but they might be living beyond their means. And for real, I don't care how much Will's $300 million is a lot of money, but not when $250 million is going into taxes, groceries, and gas and insurance.
Right. In real life, they live in their own city. I'm gonna say they got something like 400 acres or something. They live like in their own town. Yeah. They got some land, some serious land.
And then too, I saw too on TikTok, this lady or whoever had did a TikTok about how Jada is lying. I wish I had it. She said Jada Pinkett is lying. Tupac never asked her to marry because in real life he was still with the other girl, his other wife or whatever, and they was together. And the girl broke the timeline down and was saying Jada was lying. And after she broke it down, it sounded like Jada was lying. Right now she's fishing. She's adding whatever to make this story and her book and all this make sense for people to want to buy it.
That's been a big reach. Tupac's been gone for maybe about 27 years.
You can lie on a dead man. All you like, he ain't gonna come out and be like, she lying.
Right,
she telling the truth. That's right. Like what?
Right. So what's your stance? Let me tell you, how do you feel about it? What do you think about it from the information you receive? What are your thoughts? Because it goes way back in the 90s, but what's going on today?
I think that Jada was put in a situation with Will. She really was in love with Tupac. Tupac passed away. She like, well, I got to move on with my life. She did. She got introduced to Will. I feel like Will is just completely head over heels in love with this woman. He's going to eat, live, breathe this woman until his last breath. And she just don't love him like that. She stuck around. She made it work. She had his kids. But in real life, she don't. Because let me tell you something. A man or a woman that loved their partner like that would never have embarrassed him the way that she has. Regardless. If they wasn't married when he went up there and slapped Chris Rock. You don't, like, one thing about me, if I'm married to my husband and some stuff pop off, I'm not going to down him in front of social media, in front of everybody, in front of the world. I'm gonna have his back. And if I got a problem with him, I'm gonna wait till the doors close and then I'm gonna cuss his ass out. I'm not gonna make him look stupid in front of the world. And that's what she's doing. She don't care about that man. That's your other half. Y'all supposed to protect each other. And you out here making him look like a fool. And because he loved her so much, he's allowing her to do it.
I don't want that kind of love.
No, I don't want that kind of love either. Like, that's nuts. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me know.
I don't know. I was done. That was just, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. There's just no way that a wife who loves her husband like that will leave him out there and constantly embarrass him, leave him out there on his own like he did it himself. I didn't see her when he was at the Oscars or whatever. She didn't reach for him or say, Will, no. She watched him do it, and they even showed him doing a little smirk, like protect the money. He is the money, at the same time, and his well-being. So like he takes all the backlash, all the scrutiny for trying to protect her, So yeah, that's just a mess. And hopefully he learns a lesson, because it seems like he's taking the brunt of it. Because I don't feel sorry for it, because I don't know how you make somebody marry someone. Yes, you cannot want to, but you're still going to make the decision at the end of the day to marry them anyway. I don't care if she was pregnant. I don't care what's going on. But like you said, I believe it too. She was always in love with Tupac. Tupac wasn't the husband type or marrying type. So she went with the safest choice, who she was pregnant by. So there you have it.
Exactly. And it happens every day in the regular people world, middle class world life. Yeah, and they rich. So I don't even know. I feel uncomfortable even discussing it, because they out my tax bracket.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, like all these people we're gonna be talking about is gonna be out of our tax bracket as well, but they got some like you said, it's still relatable because people do it every day. They marry for different reasons. I get that. And again, whatever reason you marry, you got to live with those consequences that come with it, that backlash and them repercussions. So the same way we was talking about people breaking up, let's tackle. I mean, even though I seen some requests, so let's talk about. They was talking about Tasha K, but let's move to Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. Let's do that. Let's do that, because I definitely wanted to find out what was going on, because we never really got to discuss that. Because now we got a story where Jeezy actually filed for divorce. Filed for Danny Owens distracted me, but Jeezy filed for divorce. But at the same time, when he filed for divorce, he was taking pretty much like let's call it you can't call it a honeymoon, like an anniversary trip to Jeannie Mai's country, Vietnam. And they're just trying to uncover why all this happened, who did what, and what was this for. But it's a lot of backlash. It goes real deep, where like we know it. Jeezy and Jeannie Mai's marriage and relationship was controversial from the beginning, because Jenny, she divorced her husband, went to Jeezy, but publicly came out saying that she prefers her dark meat on the side, referring to black people, black men. And that's the thing. And Jeezy went on in anyway. And some people believe it's for a come up, a clout to maybe solidify him in the real world, because he actually put a book out now. But they're having trouble at the house. They're having trouble at the house, saying that Jeezy, he's very unhappy. There's cultural differences. I haven't heard anything about cheating. I heard something, but not too clear on that. But there's a lot of cultural differences. And even where they have some past interviews where Jeannie was talking about, well, I had a problem with my attitude in the beginning, and I kind of jumped out there with Jeezy, and he kind of straightened me out. And I didn't like the way he straightened me out. But because they're having a controversy where they're saying like she's supposed to come from a submissive place, and that's really not how she is. She moved her whole family in the house. They got a lot going on, and maybe it didn't turn out the way Jeezy or her thought it would be. So, yeah, and it's a thing that they only been married maybe 4 years or so, and they have a 2-year-old, or she's about to be 2. And that's the thing. Why I wanted to ask you about it, because they're saying the primary issue with Jeezy is Jeannie Mai, her mother took over the thing, and they're saying there's some stigma with like in the Asian culture where the mother is running the show and made the whole living situation miserable. And by you being of mixed race, you would know what an Asian mother would be like. So you tell me, is that a real thing? Is that happen? Could that happen?
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah. Asian mothers are very, very controlling. I don't know. Was she Vietnamese? She Thai?
Oh, they Vietnamese. Yes.
Vietnamese.
Yeah.
So yeah, so my mom was Korean and she was absolutely controlling. I remember just a quick story, like so before I go there, like she would tell you like how to eat, like how to eat. Like, no, grab that fork. No, use that knife. No, don't use that cup, use this cup. So very, very controlling, hence why I left at a very young age. Because I didn't want to be controlled. Like, I don't want you to tell me how to cut my steak. Like, I know how to hold my fork and my knife, but I don't need you to tell me. And and it got very challenging, you know living with an Asian mom. So I could imagine what him and Jeannie had to go through, what he had to go through. But I feel like that with their situation, I think he signed up for one thing and he got another. That's what I think. And regardless of the clashing of the cultures, I feel like it could have worked out, but I think it wasn't what he signed up for, with her family members moving in and stuff like that. And like he probably just thought like, this is going to be my wife and we're going to have kids and we're going to live happily ever after. And with, of course, her mom moving in, and with the clashing of the cultures, and probably her mom being probably aggressive and controlling and telling him how to do things in his house, probably happened, allegedly, because that's how they are. Like, I remember my mom was like, I'm going to take you out for your quick story. I'm going to take you out for your birthday. I was like, cool. And I know how controlling my mom was. And she was like, you can order anything you want off the menu. And I think we went to like Texas Roadhouse. And I was like, I can. And at that time I was pescatarian. I didn't eat meat. I ate seafood. I was pescatarian. And I remember we went out and I was like, you're not going to give me a hard time, Mom. Like, I can order whatever I want, right? And she was like, you can order anything you want. We got there and I ordered salmon. And she was like, why do you got to order salmon? And I was like, but I thought you said I can, it's my birthday. Like, you said you were going to take me out for my birthday. She's like, but why you got to order salmon? Why don't you order steak? I'm like, but you said I can order anything that I want. She was like, go ahead, just order what you want. And it was an issue. So I was like, F it, order, give me a steak. Like, and that's how she was. And I'm talking about, she was like that with everything. When I went to Korea, even though I was born there, I went and visited Korea, and I realized it wasn't just my mom. It was Korean people. Like, that's how they are. Like, that's just the type of people they are. And I know if Koreans are like that, and I've seen other cultures kind of be like that too. So maybe that's what he had to deal with, on top of the fact that he had a bunch of different people living in the house where it was just supposed to be him and his family. So just my quick little experience and story. So
wow. We definitely needed that take, because I could not and would not understand that. Like you said, the man coming to his house, even though it's a shared home with his wife, and then you got his mother-in-law allegedly taking over the whole scene. Yeah, that wouldn't work. That would get old really fast. And then they even had reports of like I said, when they said Jeannie was kind of bucking on him, where I guess she felt free and wanted to walk her child to school. Now, granted, walking your child to school sounds like something simplistic, but when you're a celebrity, that could be problematic. That could be a security issue. And that's a serious thing. And that's one place that most men come from. We're gonna protect you. So, and when you have a child, that's gonna be a problem. So, yeah, I mean, that's a lot. Just even hearing that could be possible. I would have been out too. I'd have went to the guest house or something until we got this straight, because that was crazy. I just can't believe that went down. But you get what you get, because again, anytime your potential spouse has said that your race is on the side kind of race, I think you get what you get, because that's saying a lot. That's just saying a lot for me. But yeah, it's definitely a, what you call, a season of the breakups. And like I said, I wanted to talk about because it was going on for a long time with the backstory with Tyrese, so aka Cryrese. And I mean, it's a very complicated, but more so now we're focusing on him and his ex-wife. They've been going through litigation for like a couple of years now, and it's been about child support and prenup and all of that. But after all of that, Tyrese's ex-wife has come out and pretty much put in the interview that she's willing to reconcile with Tyrese, long as it's set up in the right way. And like the whole world is shocked, but not. But the theory is that she's trying to crack that uncrackable prenup. And you know what? I'm gonna just say from life experience, never go back. You know, that's in your past. You can never do anything twice. Nothing can be done over again. Once something is done, it's done. You can never do anything twice. Just remember that. Just advice from me. That's all I can tell you personally. So anyway, the thing is, yeah, Tyrese pretty much broke it down as saying that I guess while their daughter was 1 year old, they were being counseled by different people through the church community and everything. And the fact that matters, she like left, covered up the Ring cameras, and just took everything. Took the Posturepedic mattress and the Peloton and everything. Just took, I put that in. I add that little. She took everything, covered up the camera, and left.
You talking about Tyrese ex?
Yeah, she took everything and covered up the cameras and their 1 year old baby, which is devastating, especially when you think you're working your marriage out. I could imagine that would be devastating. But now, after all of that, he have to pay for her lawyers. He have to pay for his lawyer. He had to pay like something $20,000 in child support. I think they lowered it to something, but it's been a ride. It's been a bad ride. Now she wants to come back. And again, my speculation is just that, yeah, once you get your set amount, you don't have access to the funds anymore. So maybe I made a mistake. She said she was emotional, but it's like how people say, well, you know, I accidentally made an accident post on IG. You took some steps to make that post on IG. It ain't like, oh, I went and called a lawyer. It don't happen like that. You got to file some paperwork. You got to sign some things. You got to give some details. It's just not a quick push the button kind of thing. So she's definitely, in my opinion, conspiring. And even though Tyrese has someone, I just hope he don't, just nobody, especially Tyrese, don't go back. It ain't worth it. You know, I was like, wow, that's the thing. She took him through all of that just to say, you know what? I'm playing. I was playing. Let's do it though. Let's see if we can get this thing right. Get what right? I mean, in my opinion, we beefing on the internet. We pretty much done. Yeah, we from the old school. We believe in confidentiality. We can go through anything pretty much, but it's got to be between each other, not the whole world. So, what's your thoughts, Sabrina?
I don't know, because I don't know too much about the whole Tyrese situation. Like, I just know, like, I heard, like, she had been going around and she's, like, doing a tour and doing all these interviews about, yeah, her wanting to be back with him. And I just thought, like, yeah, go ahead.
I'm about to say, you know, she's a YouTuber. She got quite a following after, like, she got some clout off of that. I mean, and talking big trash on Tyrese.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, like, smearing his name and, you know, talking like he's a narcissist and all this kind of stuff. But now she want to work it out. Like, I don't get that. It feels cloutish. And, you know, it feels it's a financial move. Like, she's trying to crack the uncrackable. You know, that prenup was tight. Yeah, she got a baby. She gonna get that child support, but that lifestyle has absolutely changed. You know, now she got to work on that. I think he said she make like $160,000, which is in the real world a very decent salary.
Well,
however, in their lifestyle, your whole lifestyle will change when your house is worth $3 million. 160 don't get
YouTube?
it. Well, what you mean? Well, I don't know if she get off YouTube, because, you know, they have to state their financials in court, like doing the child support. So he said that she brings in 160,000. So I believe she has a corporate job of some sort. I don't know if that's her YouTube bringing in, but she has quite a following. But now she's changing her tune. You know, she want to be the sweet lady now. It ain't, you know, pun intended. So
good luck to him. But like you said, you should. What someone said, you should never spin the block twice. So.
Yes, I saw somebody say that's right. Right. Say it again. You can never do anything twice. You can never do it. Once it's done, it's done. It's a new situation. So Just keep
So
that in
you
mind, people.
so you don't think that if he take her back, like it could really work out?
In my opinion, I'm gonna say no because too much has been done, and he's personally humiliated himself because now we're gonna go what he says. He's saying like he went through some mental health issues. Like he really broke down and really went to a sunken place and said he was on medicine, and that's what made him react so visceral and outspoken and emotional. Like I think it's gone way, way, way too far. They got memes of Tyrese. What else do you want from me?
Yeah.
He just crying and snot flying out his nose because he is so hurt. And he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's hurt.
Another round. What's up, Jay? She said, lies, J Dub. There is plenty you can do twice.
Lies another round. You got another situation going on. You can do something once, and then you can start a new situation, even with another person, because regardless of what has happened, the dynamic has changed in some way. Somebody's affected.
Lydia
In
says
my
it,
opinion.
Lydia says it worked for Ashanti and Nelly.
Oh, let's just tap into it. Thank you, Lydia. I mean, even though we got so much stuff to talk about, now my view on Ashanti and Nelly. Oh, I mean, I'm like, no. I'm telling Ashanti, no, run, don't do it. Don't To me. This is my opinion. I think Nelly is the drag out king, meaning of what women say they don't want. Yes, at some point he will go public with you, but he will definitely make you a 10-year girlfriend, give you access to the homes on both coasts, even let you drive a couple of cars.
But this is like 20 years later. He's a different man right now. She's a different woman.
Yeah, but I mean, we all thought that he was going to wife up Miss Jackson. She was in the same spot as Ashanti. They were tight like that. Miss Jackson was getting work, through off their celebrity and everything. It looked like they were a great couple. And then now she's just disappeared and she's gone. And now Ashanti's back. He should have married Ashanti the first time. Because Ashanti, I mean, you're right. It's like we're going 20 years, but at the same time, Ashanti was his 10-year girlfriend, and Miss Jackson was his 10-year girlfriend. What we can see, we don't know the real numbers, but yes, he'll wife you up. No, wife you up, because that's wife. You're not really his wife. You're his boo thing for 10 years. You had every Thanksgiving, and one day you're gone, like you never existed. And guess what? It's another placeholder right where you at, in the same closet you were in, and driving new cars. And it's just I don't feel like anybody. I can't say that there's really a time limit, but I know as a man in real life, it doesn't take that long. I know everybody moves differently and a little slower, and some people move faster. But as a man, I know it doesn't take that long to know. So I call it a drag session. So if you're going to sit there and be the girlfriend for 10 years, I don't even know if they were engaged, or because Ashanti still ain't engaged. I think he gave her some type of necklace or something for her birthday. He's going to give her everything but the ring, some earrings, anklet. He's not going to give you no ring. And if he do give you a ring, will he lock it down for real and put the other ring on you? I doubt it. So, for all the women, including Ashanti, can take that gamble, especially getting into your latter years, have at it, but it's a farce. It's a joke to me. So what you got?
I don't know. We're going to have to see. Because, I mean, you're right. Because I know when a man knows, he knows, right. Period. You know what I mean? It doesn't take him that long. And I feel like that when Ashanti and Nelly got back together, you're right. I feel like he stop playing. We're not getting no younger. He should have gave her a ring. Like, that's his boo thing. Like, it's always been his boo. That's probably who he wanted from the beginning, forever. But he ended up getting with the other lady, ended up staying with her. But now he got his boo thing. Yeah, he should have put a ring on it. He should have put a ring on it.
Yeah, it should be an expedited process at this point. Like, I've dated you for 10 years, so how much more time do I need? Because, like, if we're getting back together, what are the intentions here? And Let's Talk brought a great point up. Like, do you understand? Also, I forgot that part. Nelly has some egregious allegations, and the point where like he's been known to SA some women like out on tour, you know.
Mhm.
And that's a real thing. That's an issue. I would think any respectable woman would side eye that, like, wow, you're having multiple allegations and you're placing yourself in scenes where those accusations can be met, or it doesn't mean they didn't happen. They just kind of went away.
Oh, I don't know anything about this. What's
Yes,
going on?
yes, SA, absolutely, and multiple, and like in the same settings, even with involving drugs and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, that's an issue. That's a real,
Wow.
real issue. I forgot about that. I forgot about that, but I'm glad we caught that in the chat. So, yeah.
Mhm.
So what more does he need to see? Why doesn't Ashanti already have a ring when she got like he gave her some other kind of jewelry for her birthday? What are we waiting on? She need to do another 10 years in
But another
Nellyville?
round,
I don't know.
but another round says, and this is true. Maybe she doesn't want a ring. Like, does she
Oh,
want a ring? I mean, that's
yes.
true. Yeah.
Yes. Even the women who say they don't want a ring, they want one too. Yes. I'm speaking for them, and I'm not a woman. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, they say that.
Hold on, what? So you saying she in real life she do want a ring?
Of course she want a ring.
Mm.
Of course she want. She want to be taken off the market, claimed by her boo. Oh, let's say SA. The S stands for sexual, and then you have to figure out, because YouTube is kind of funny. Certain things you can't speak on, so we don't want to say the whole word. Yeah. So yes, it's a thing. So I forgot about all that part. That's a thing. Speaking on your character, like that's questionable. You have to. I believe you have to take stuff like that in consideration. But absolutely, she wants to ring. She just bought him a car.
Yeah, she did.
She bought him a car. That's serious, I mean, but I guess I don't know. I'm not a celebrity. I don't make 7 figures and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe a car is like buying somebody some perfume. I don't know. I don't know. So.
Yeah, so we don't know. It's all alleged. We don't know for real. We just
Right. We don't know. So.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, let's go on like the breakup. Let's touch on this. I really don't. Selena Massey say I don't want no ring. Hush, J Buzz, but she mean J Dub. Selena, you want a ring too. I'm sorry. You're great and everything, but deep down inside, you want a ring. Something has happened, Selena, that makes you still want a ring. You want a ring. You want to have it solidified. You don't want to be guessing. I can't say that, Selena. I'm just joking, but I do believe that most women want a ring, and meaning not just saying I want the jewelry. She wants a man to claim her, like I'm investing my time, space, energy into you. We're doing everything but getting married. We buying property, we buying cars, we got grandkids together, but now the ring is too much. Whoa, that's too much of a commitment. Oh, AW said that's who I believe wouldn't want a ring. AW is an independent woman. She don't want no ring. I believe her, but it'll change. AW, don't worry about it. It'll change.
It's a few women on here. Harlem, New York. Yeah, I don't want a ring. AW, I do not want a ring either.
Oh wow. Look at that. I like Mimi. Look at Mimi.
Another round says, right. Every woman don't want a ring. Oh my God, the comments is going too fast. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, Mimi says, all my life I wanted a ring.
There we go. Honesty.
Yeah.
Honesty, yes. But in a sense, let me kind of retract my statement a little bit. Yes, some women don't want a ring because at this point in present 2023, marriage isn't what it used to be to a lot of people. So it can be something devastating and atrocious, not something positive. So I can believe that, because it can get ugly now. People don't have the same outlooks on marriage anymore, because whoever you get married to, you better be on the same page. And even still, it can be a risk, but so many people have different visions of what marriage looks like, and sometimes they find out a little bit too late.
Yeah, but there's a lot, and it's crazy because some women are saying they want a ring, others are saying they don't. Like it's half and half in the comments. So I mean, I get it, I get it. But look, Felicia H says I'm divorced and I want another ring. So
That's right, Felicia. Of course you do. Of course you. All right, I'm going back. I'm just retract my statement. Yes, all y'all want to ring deep down inside. Some bad man hurt you, and I'm sorry. I apologize for those bad men that hurt you. But there is someone out there for you. If you want it, if you believe in it, it'll come to you.
I
Just
want
put
a ring
yourself
too,
in the right
shoot,
space.
and I'm gonna get it.
What'd you say?
I said I want a ring too, and I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
I want my strip mall too, though. I want it all.
You gotta speak it all into existence.
Absolutely.
You can have it all. You can have perfection for you. You know, because no one is perfect. If you're looking for somebody perfect now, you're going to be disappointed. But there is somebody out there for you. Another round said, J-Dub is the Lulu. I am not. It's real. Another round. What ring? What cut of a ring do you want? Tell the people. We know you want a ring deep down inside. Those bad men have hurt you. I know a lot of us aren't any good, but there are some good ones out there. But I know it's rough out there, and it's a new world, and it's not easy. But I'm going all the way. We ain't talking about hot topics no more. I'm going all the way in. It's y'all ladies. Y'all can get it straight, because you know what? Y'all set the tone. Y'all in real life, deep down inside, y'all choose the men. It's what you will accept and won't accept. Y'all in control for real, in real life. If you say, hey, listen, this is how it's going to be, you want to be with me or not, you can set the tone. And either he going to do the work, or he ain't going to do the work. Make him prove it to you. Make him earn it. It's on y'all. Sorry. I ain't even gonna ask you on that one, Sabrina. Just go ahead. We go to the next one. The words, the expressions are exclusively of the It's J-Dub channel. But I said it. I said what I said. It's on y'all. It's on y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all in control. Y'all just don't know it. Y'all are in control.
Mimi says it's time for my upgrade. She wants 2 more carats.
That's right, Mimi. Get the 2 carats brought to you. You manifesting, it will come to you. The right man will bring you your 2 carats. All you have to do, you got everything you need inside. Listen to your inner spirit. Follow it. Trust it. You'll get it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Because there's still some good men out here. It really is. Just like it's some good women out here. Like social media has really screwed it up for us. But, you know, it definitely is. We just have to be patient and I say date multiple people until you find that right person. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you gotta smash everybody, but yeah, I feel like date everybody. Like don't put all your eggs into one basket. You know what I mean? And keep yourself open to the possibility, you know, and know that it can happen. So, because I know I used to go back and forth, you know what I mean? So, but the right person will absolutely come along. Facts. And you will get that ring.
What you mean you used to go back and forth? What that mean?
Back and forth with, I'm gonna just be a hermit. I want to just be in the house. I'm not even, when I go out, I don't even want nobody to talk to me. I don't, you know what I mean? And then I would be like, nope, I'm putting myself out there. I'm going on dating apps. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. I'm gonna talk to everybody. I'm gonna make myself, I'm gonna put it out there. I am single and I am ready to mingle. Like that's how I was. And then I'd be like, nope, that ain't working. Screw it. F it. I'm going back to my old ways. I ain't talking to nobody. Don't say nothing to me. Get back. I used to go through it, you know, because it was hard out here. It was hard out here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's definitely a journey and a whole bunch of lessons in it all. But it's what James Brown said. It's a man's world, but it'd be nothing without a woman or a girl. Y'all run it for real. Beyonce said, "Who run the world? Y'all run it, but you just gotta take your power back, ladies. Take your power. Step into it."
Absolutely.
So, say invite me to the Sabrina getting married. But yeah, I definitely believe what you say about like doing the vetting process. You definitely want to date people out there. You got to find out who's out there and who's serious and what their intentions are and all that kind of stuff. It's something. But yes, the internet has ruined the world. That's a broad statement, and you can cover it in any section. So I'll go with that.
Lady J.
I like Mimi on. She's speaking that positiveness. She's going to speak it into existence. That's facts, and you're going to get it, Mimi. Watch, you're going to get it. Just believe.
Lady J said, I dated multiple people until someone really put actions with their words. We just celebrated 3 years today. And that's exactly how, absolutely, that's exactly how it works. Because, you know, it's like you're dating this one guy, you think he's great, y'all are dating, everything's going good, because guess what? You've met his representative. And 4 months has gone by, and then you realize that was his representative. So now you just wasted 4 months on this one dude. Yeah, I say absolutely. Date, have fun, enjoy yourself, be single. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, keep your options open, you know? 3 years today. Congratulations to you. Selena Massey says she wears a fake wedding ring. Girl, I don't know about that, soulmate. I don't know about wearing a fake wedding ring, because what's going to happen is when your husband, he come walking up, he going to think that you married and you not really married. Like, at this point, you have closed off all your options. You have closed it, because it works for men. These women out here love them some married men. But women, us, we can't walk around with a ring, because a dude will look at a finger real quick. Some dudes will love it because they ain't trying to be bothered, but they ain't trying to be bothered. They might deal with it. They might want to deal with you because you got a ring on, because in real life, they married too, and they trying to look for some side action. But if your husband, a intentional, focused man that's really wanting to find his wife, is not going to talk to a woman with a wedding ring on her finger. That's true.
And I gotta apologize. I must have read the comment wrong. Mimi is already married. She's 10 years strong. Mimi is ready for her upgrade. So apologize to
want extra
Mimi's husband. She want another carat upgrade, and she shall get it. And she believes in it. And her husband will say, if you've been in for 10 years, it's time. That's what you want. Your husband he's going to do what he needs to do to get you that 2 carats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She said, Selena said, well, either way, it don't matter, because I'm divorced, one and done. It don't matter. I wear a fake ring, a real ring, no ring. She said, it don't matter. I'm good.
Well, Selena then she's wearing an armor, a shield to block off the guy.
Yeah, and I get it.
She don't want it. She's like, I'm married, but she ain't.
Yeah.
She married to herself. She ain't trying to open up. No, but you're right, Sabrina. An intentional man sees a wedding ring, he's like, no, thank you. Because I want her for my wife, not somebody else's wife. Absolutely. Somebody worth anything in their value or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Because shoot, especially like, even if I'm in a situation, if I'm in a relationship and I don't want to be bothered, I'd be like, let me just go ahead and put this little ring on this finger, so won't nobody mess with me, because I just don't got time. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, now I'm not even really out there like that. So I don't be in the public. People don't even be messing with me like that. So I'm good.
Okay. What I was gonna say? Well, I mean, it felt like we did the makeup with the breakup session, because this is the year to break up. So you think we need to hit anything else, or are we gonna start to wrap it up somewhere?
So real quick, no, it's so much we need to talk about.
I'm here. Let's go.
So I heard allegedly that Lori Harvey and Damson Idris, is that his name?
My man from Snowfall. That's who I know him from.
So I had read in the comments somewhere, someone said that she go into relationships, and every year, shout out to Felicia with the super chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's for J-Dub. What was I about to say? Oh, that every year she breaks up with her guys, because they said she does that because she be in contracts with these people.
Oh.
Yeah, like they paying her to be with them. And in a year, like the contract be up. So she'd be like, all right, my contract up, I don't got my money, I'm out. Do you believe that?
Well, in this Harley weird world, I could really believe that because I believe there are multiple PR stunts, like people are placed with each other to help each other's career or give it a jump start. Even the same way with like Martell Holt and Sheree Whitfield from the Housewives, like they were both on shows that cross mingled, and once the season was over, they were done, and nobody knew why. So in this case, in Laura Harvey's, absolutely, because it's becoming serial now. A lot of people are just like they, you know. I'm glad we brought up that topic of like dating multiple people. People have two different stances. Some people believe Lori Harvey is for the streets and she's just out here like a gold digger, even though she comes from a wealthy Steve Harvey lifestyle. However, they're like, what does she do? Who is she for real? So she's more of a socialite. And some people are appraising Lori Harvey, just as you said, well, you need to date multiple men and just be out there and find your king by just looking everywhere. However, the optics look horrible. When I say horrible, I wouldn't even say a year. She was actually dating Puff Daddy's younger son.
Yep.
And then dating Puff Daddy because they're sitting down at a family dinner.
Yeah.
Like again, that might be a Jada Pinkett situation. We're like, you dated the man's son first, went to the father, and like you're bringing these people home, and then going to Future, the notorious baby daddy of the music industry, and then going to Michael B. Jordan, who's supposed to be people's sexiest man alive, is starting to feel cloutish. It's starting to feel like you're trying to come up. And again, I'm with the people. What does she really do? You know, she comes from wealth from her daddy, stepdaddy, however she addresses him. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, it just doesn't feel like these relationships are substantial. And I don't think it's a good look. It's just, it's just my opinion. I don't think it's a good look because but we even got something scam that you brought up, Lori Harvey. It's like a guy off of what is that? Love and Hip Hop. Talking about his name is Prince, I think. Talking about he smashed Lori Harvey when she was in a thick, and he tried to videotape her and all that kind of stuff.
Heard something.
Yeah. So it's just out there like that. And again, she's not married. She can do what she wants, but she's definitely making these hot topics. Because I'm glad you brought that up, because it's just a stance that's separated in these situations, because it's starting to feel like a social climb. Because in real life, what has she done? Who is she? What is her talent? What is her claim to fame? She's driving Steve Harvey's Rolls Royces. I don't know,
Yeah. A lot of people in the chat trying to see what she doing because they trying to do what she doing. Like, how much it costs?
How much it costs?
I guess she's a hot commodity, because that's crazy. That's crazy that if they paying her to, you know what I mean? But she is like, someone says she's young, she's having fun. I agree. I think she should continue to have fun. Michael B. Jordan, his feelings got hurt when he asked her to marry him, and she was like, no, I'm good. As soon as he asked, she left him. Like, because she's probably like, I'm young. I'm not trying to get settled down with no man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the prime. I look good. Like, I got money. Like, settle down for what? I ain't trying to have no babies right now. I'm not trying to, like, for what? If I was her, I wouldn't do it either. Live your best life, girl.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this from the manosphere's perspective. There is such a thing, what they call, it's imaginary, but they call it a wall. Now, granted, yes, you have the right to see and do what you want. But when it comes time that you get older, there's a lot of eligible men that are not going to see her in a space that she wants to be seen. And what I mean, to not mince words, they're like, damn, she been with everybody. I don't think I want that as my wife. While y'all are pushing, she's young and do this thing and all that, get you men and all that. And they be like, I don't think I want her to be the mother of my child while she's out here doing, because she been with Puff Daddy, Puff Baby, Puff, everybody, Michael B. Jordan.
But it don't mean
everybody
she's intimate with these guys.
Future, they asking to marry her. Even the dude Prince told me he's smashing her. And she used to catch the Uber out to Malibu and all that. D Brown, we talking about Lori Harvey. Oh, is she? Is she?
I'm just saying it doesn't.
Is she? I don't. Yeah. That's cute for a whole lot of y'all women. Oh, we ain't smashing all that. More than likely they smashing. More than likely. Now I can't put that on everybody. Yeah, some people do just date just to be. There's some smashing out going on. They just ain't talking about it. You can say it with it. People can say it. Women can say it with a straight face. I'm not. I'm just dating. I'm vetting. I'm allowing the process and all that. Whatever. A lot of people smashing, and I'm telling you what's going to happen. And when it's going to happen, when it's time for her to want to settle down, those level of men are not going to be there. It's not going to feel good. The only people that work for it maybe is Kim Kardashian. Because she's in a big brand in herself. Sorry.
Not sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. While you out here young and living your best life. But I agree. In real life, I don't believe a 20-year-old should be married. 20 anything. Maybe let's wait till 30. Do live your life. Do learn yourself and all of that. But you out there. She out there. Listen, I was done with her. Not that she's potential to be my woman, but when you mess with the daddy and the baby, not the rapper, that's a terrible look. It's terrible.
Yeah. I don't think Lashia Lou says so men can be young and have fun, but women can't. I don't think J Dub's not necessarily saying that women can't. So, but you want to explain? Because I don't think that's not what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying that because I say it again. I don't think any person should be married in their 20s, in my personal opinion. However, like really being out there in the open, there is a stigma. I'm going to jump out there. There is a double standard. At the same time, I'm just saying unfairly that, again, a lot of men are not going to see her in that light when she's ready. When she's ready, I'm like, damn, she been with her. She been with Nick Cannon. She been with Damon. And she been with Diddy. She been with this and that and this and that. And you're like, I don't know. Maybe it is something to it. I'm not saying that she can't have fun. I'm just saying, just really being out there. Women get judged sometimes. And sometimes that can affect what you can have in later in life. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying again, maybe she gonna have a wonderful life, 5 kids, a wonderful husband that got $2 billion.
No, what you speaking is absolute facts though, because that is true, regardless if she's not smashing or if she is smashing. When she does get 35, 40 and she's ready to settle down, the dudes will look at her a certain type of way. That's facts. We're not saying she can't have fun.
Right. We're not saying she can't have fun, but
what you're saying, they're definitely gonna be side-eyeing her like, I don't want her. I don't know where that mouth been. I don't want her kissing my kids. And she probably wasn't doing anything, but they're definitely going to, and it is double standards. It's unfortunate, but it's real. So
yeah,
unfortunate, but
it's unfortunate. Well, that was a great topic. I forgot about that. I forgot.
I wish you were up with the Blueface and Krishan. Oh my God, I wish you was up.
Well, I can be up with it. You can fill me in like I've been filling you in, and we can go from there because I look at them.
It's so much. They're so young and controversial, but it's so much entertainment with them.
Well, what about the toxicity? She just put her tooth back in. I don't think I would want my daughter in a relationship where somehow her tooth became missing and she got my grandson hanging out the holder with his head hanging out, and they going back and forth between women and they making diss songs between each other. And I mean, it's a lot. I mean, like, gosh, like I'm surprised nobody got hurt yet.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's definitely entertaining because Blueface now he's all attacking his mother, talking about, you want to, what he say? You want to compare booty cheeks with my wife? Let's compare wedding rings. So he like, You married to 3 different men that didn't birth none of your kids. The man that gave you the ring is nothing compared to what I got. And then Tasha K recently just did a live and said that the ring that he gave Jada is fake.
I mean,
and this dude is not paying his mortgage and he about to lose his house. And Krishan saying they still smashing, and they were smashing. It's a possibility she could be pregnant. And he engaged to Jada.
Yeah, that's a lot. Just absorbing that.
She said, and they gonna continue to smash. She don't care.
And let's not forget that he just copped a plea to receive probation for shooting somebody in Las Vegas.
Right.
And on top of that, they've put a judgment on him, meaning like it's already decided he owes $13 million in damages to that club owner, because like in big cities, Las Vegas, DC, when trouble happens in a club or outside a club, the club is still responsible, and it affects, and they can close you, take your liquor license away, and all that stuff. So Blueface owes this club $13 million in judgment, and he does not have the money. He's not even worth $13 million. So that means whatever assets he has, they are all wide open. He may have to force the sellers out. He might have to give all his cars away. But he throwing money at the Rams game at his engagement party.
Yep.
I mean, it's a crazy life. And then now you're bringing new children into the mix, and possibly another one baking in the other between 2 baby mamas and the current children that you have. And then, you know, I do know a little bit about Blueface, and then about where he has a controversy where he's like pressuring his son to find out if he's gay or not when he's like 5 years old. You know, that's the issue. They
said, and that's why Krishan kirked out one day, because he had his son on live showing his private areas, saying, look at my son private area. And I guess because supposedly Blueface he's well endowed down there, and I guess he was trying to say like his son is too or whatever, and showed his son private parts. Honey, Krishan went off. Like, those two are a lot. They are nuts. And now I had heard that Zeus, which is Lemuel, the CEO of Zeus, right? What had happened is Krishan had unfollowed him on Instagram, and Lemuel had unfollowed her because Krishan and Blueface had a show together. And from my understanding, they don't want Krishan on the show, because he said originally he just wanted Blueface, which is stupid because Krishan is way more bigger than Blueface. So I don't even know how that happened. But her and Lemuel now not even like cool no more because they unfollowed each other. I don't know why. It's all alleged, but this is what I had heard and seen on Instagram.
Oh, Lydia A wants to know who Jada is. She's Blueface's other baby mama.
His first baby mama, the one he has 2 kids with.
Right.
He asked her to marry him. Tasha K says allegedly with the fake diamond ring. She was like, I seen the prongs on it. I know how the fake diamond look, a fake ring look. She said, if you look at it, the prongs, you can tell by the prongs that it ain't real.
Well, that part doesn't surprise me, because I mean, a lot of celebrities, rappers, or whatever, they wear fake jewelry, and I get it, because if you look at the jewelry, what it really costs, if it was real, would be so ridiculous anyway. Like, because in real life, if you bought a $1 million charm and it's real and it costs $1 million, when you take it to sell it, you probably get 1/10 of it. They might give you $100,000 for it.
Yeah, that's what they said about Krishan, because you know she used to have a Blueface necklace. Mm-hmm. She took it off and gave it to a fan, like somebody she saw in the bathroom, and just gave her. Yeah, it was like you could have saved that and took the money and pawned it, got some money for it, something, put it in the baby savings or something. They just
it might not even be worth nothing. I mean, Chad Ochocinco started that years ago. He was saying, you know, you thought them big 10 carats in his ears was real. He bought them from Claire's, which to me is smart. I mean, you automatically think it's solidified that my man got plenty of money, but he only paid $14.99 for the earrings. So who's the smart one there?
Fast. He said he don't buy no real jewelry. He was like, for what?
Right.
Like, ain't no turnaround. Like, what I'm gonna get back for that? He was like, I'm gonna wear fake jewelry all the time.
Yeah, like, jewelry is a 400% markup. So like, it's not an investment. It's a poor place to place your money in. But anyway,
Yeah,
and that's funny that you had mentioned Tasha K. Do you know anything about like what Tasha K like said she was like hosting a some type of reunion? I didn't know she was in that lane or whatever, but she got to fighting, and to my knowledge, it was more like she was fighting a trans man, but it really didn't
they
like a
was
fight.
trying to
It looked
fight
like she was just
her.
kicking, huh?
They was trying to fight her. They was like transgender men.
Oh, yeah, I saw she's like stomping somebody, but she had her people with her, and I think that's how it should be. It's like if you're a celebrity or of celebrities, you should be protected. Nobody should be running up on you. You should have some people in place everywhere you go, so nobody won't be running up on you. And then they were saying like, "Oh, she really in that life, or she about that." I ain't really seen it. I just saw her kick them, and I think anybody could kick somebody if you got five
Well, they
people on them.
defending themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. But these men out here, you a man, you dressed up like a woman, but you out here fighting women. Like you're still a man. Like that's
Right.
not cool.
Right. Well, in this new internet world that you can identify what you want to be, but
They
like
can
you
do
said
whatever,
again,
but guess what? If he punch her in the face and if she punch him in the face, I can assure you his punch is going to be 20 times harder, 100 times harder, and he can do some damage.
100%.
And that's
Yes.
not cool.
Yes. I guess separate a man and a woman, people like we're not equal, and that doesn't mean a woman is inferior. A man could unalive you with their bare hands,
Right. With
without an issue.
Right.
Exactly. There is a difference. So that's a mess. That's a mess.
Poor Tasha. She just can't, honey. She just can't. She need to figure out how she gonna pay Cardi B. But I saw the video that she did where she went live and was crying and trying to ask for, I guess, the sympathy or whatever. And I don't know, and it touched Cardi B's heart or something to try to get her to change her. I mean, I don't know. And I don't know, child. I just hope that she figures it out with Cardi, because that's a lot of money she owes her. So,
well, I mean, that's a super delayed and ongoing topic. I mean, my opinion, if I can speak on it, is she need to pay Cardi the money. In this YouTube world, I don't believe that you can speak something reckless about somebody and it's false and continue to speak when someone asks you repeatedly, stop saying that because that's not true. I think that's the thing. I think you have to be accountable. And that's why even when we don't know, sometimes we have to say allegedly because we really don't know for sure.
we don't.
But, if you don't know and maybe it's a lie, how can you continue on with it? And I mean, I saw Taj crying saying somebody's got to teach me the lesson. So I think she needs to be taught a lesson. She needs to pay the money. She need to make $400 payments for the next 100 years or whatever until they all get paid off.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is. It's a lifetime of money to have to earn and then have to pay somebody else. So you have to generate $4 million after taxes to give to somebody else without taking care of your household.
I remember
that's the consequence.
I remember somebody saying, y'all acting like Tasha K don't got no money. Tasha K, she's a millionaire or something like that. Like she could pay that money. I was like, dang.
Tasha said she ain't got it. And I believe
that's exactly what she said.
I believe it's different from being worth $4 million and owing someone $4 million. Not saying that that's what Tasha K is worth, but that's a thing. That's a real thing. Like I said, $4 million after taxes, you got to send that to somebody else's household for something reckless that you did. That's and we see that Tasha's taking all steps to stop that, like going through bankruptcy court, which I thought was strategically smart. Whether she's got it or she don't, it's just I get it because I mean I know she wake up with that every single day on her head, her heart, and in her stomach every day.
Every day.
Yes.
That's crazy. Like, but guess what? She be logging in to YouTube, to TashaK.com. She be logging in, man. Like it ain't nothing bothering her. Like she's still out there and she's still hustling and doing her job. So I commend her because I would be so distraught. I would be so You know what I mean? Like you said, like I would be depressed. I would be like, oh my God, like, I don't know. I mean, of course she got to snap out of it because at the end of the day, she got to make that money to pay it back. So she got to do what she got to do. So
right. What else? What else we got going on?
I don't know. I mean, we could touch on this Erica Mena thing real quick without, you know what I'm saying? Without
we're talking about the Erica Mena and the Carlos King interview where she's supposed to been cleaning up her image
and made it worse. And made it worse, honey.
Right. She calls her people that's close to her monkeys as a term of endearment, or she's playing around or some sort of or whatever. Even though she was hollering it. Blue monkey, you blue monkey, you know, like that at Spice. Right. And we know that wasn't a term of endearment, or she was playing. No. You know, and I mean, and that's the thing, you know, that's a whole nother subject in itself, because this hasn't been her first defense. And I get that some people are saying like, hey, it seems like she's straddling the line when I guess she is not a black lady, but saying like racial slurs. And I get it, but it's a bad behavior that's been accepted, and either they're going to do something about it now or people are going to continue to support her. So yes, it's always everybody taking a different stance, but I'm thinking that this was a missed opportunity for her. She could have kind of cleaned it up, or at least apologized, or say, I lost my mind. I was so angry.
Not apologizing.
Or I have insecurities about myself or the way I grew up. I was triggered. I mean, come up with something, not like double down on it and then try to make it make sense when it makes no sense. And Let's Talk just asked me, am I reviewing maths? Absolutely not. Let's Talk. It's been a weird season for me. I can't absorb it. I can't vibe with it. If I do it, my heart is not in it. So I have to be true to y'all and just bow out and just watch and barely watch, because it looks like a whole different scene. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's a different kind of thing now, honey. Married at First Sight ain't what it used to be. I'm trying. Every time I cut the episode on, I watch like 10, 15 minutes. I end up starting to do something else. I'll be like, Dag, I'm going to get back to it because I really want to review it. And then it's like, you got this guy over here, and then you got this girl, and then they really don't look like that. They really into, and then it just does not look like Married at First Sight anymore. Period. It just don't look like it no more. I don't know. What you think? You think we should review it?
Unless we can call it the Unmatchables or whatever, because you know I just bottom line, I feel like they playing in our face. I feel like they're creating the storms right in front of our face of making sure that it doesn't work and produces drama. You got a young lady who has historical health issues off the top. Now, take what I'm saying. Everyone, even with health issues, some of us have them, but someone taking that on knew you beforehand. They knew what they were taking on. To present that to somebody and possibly have it affected whether you can have children or not, to marry them blindly, is just like a big slap in the face. Now, you can be understanding all you want. You can be so sympathetic, but that's quite unfair. You have to sign up for that. You have to be invested in a person to take something out on. And again, hear what I'm saying. Anybody with health issues, disabilities, everybody deserves love. Everybody has a person out there for them. However, you don't spring that on somebody. On honeymoon night, you say, oh, why you got on 3 sets of pajamas? Or, oh, what's that bleeding bandage you got on? You know, that's unfair. That's get ridiculous. And then we got the guy who had got stood up at the altar by the runaway bride, who he likes to wear man skirts because he expresses himself, and he's wearing a crown and has a samurai sword in his hand, and his faceless wife comes up and says, hey, I can't do this. You can't see my family. You can't see my face. You can't tell me they didn't manufacture that. I don't know the inner workings of that. Maybe she said no or yes, or I don't know. but it feels like just a play. And then we're going to still cover this guy who's unmarried. And what do we have to talk about? And not only that, he looks like another guy who's like sexually ambiguous, but not even speaking on it. Like, hey, I went out with a guy a little bit and he surprised me with a kiss, but I explored that a little bit, but I want a wife. And then we find out, hey, he's a handyman, he's an electrician, but he doesn't have a job and he doesn't plan to live in the place that he's meeting his new wife, who is fully attracted to women, but wants the protection of a man, who she's going to marry a unemployed husband who lives with his mother and speaks on saying that, hey, I hope you were smart while you're staying home. You can't be smart at home with your money if you're not bringing any in at all. So, like, this is a disaster. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Then we got a guy from overseas, from New Zealand or something like that. He don't got no family. He lives with his mother's college roommate neighbor. Like, you can say that to us and make that make sense. I'm like, what is going on here? He doesn't have any roots here. He might go back home here. It's like, I don't see any success. And then we got this lady who's never been in a relationship at all, and then tell you the closest thing that she had, she just didn't have a relationship. She's into hookups. Like, your husband wants to hear that. Like, oh, I only have experience in one night stand, but I am ready to marry you blindly in an arranged marriage, in which I drink heavily, way too much out of my mind and out of my brain. And all the closest people say to me that I'm totally self-absorbed, and let's do this. Hell to the no. So yes, I just reviewed it. Y'all want me to review it? Review done. It's a wrap. What you got to say, Sabrina?
Well, that's the end of the show, guys. I was about to say, tell us how you really feel, J-Dub.
God, yeah, I mean, come on now. You playing in my face. And I get it. Let's leave one more thing. Where is the melanin in the couples? I know, like, seasons past, like, Chris has ruined the experience, or the other guy who's in Boston ruined the experience, but we need some melanin in the cast.
I was like, where the folks
at? I know it's Denver. I know it's full of snow, but we need some melanin in the cast. It's not going to work. Y'all watch it. Y'all love it. I got to tell you, I don't. My heart is not in it. I would be doing y'all a disservice. Y'all want me to do it? I just did it. Wrapped. Seasons 1, episodes 1 through 20. And Danny Owens said, ain't no melanin. And that's true. They did a statistical thing. It's like Colorado is 0.8% has melanin in it. And I get it. That means there are no people there. So why are we doing it in Colorado?
Why don't you get one?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Another round said you could have had Uche. He was originally going to Mavs. Yeah, I mean, that would have been so interesting, because it would have been total disaster if Uche was married at first sight. Hopefully able to pick the right one for him. I don't know. Oh, Miss You said it's a decent amount of people. Well, they said statistically it's like 0.8%. Like, that's not a lot. So if it's 10 million people, that means there's only 80,000 black people in there, and half of them could be married or unavailable or not interested. So,
Oh, D Brown said that was a fun, quick review. We need that review weekly from you.
You know what, D Brown? I might do that because I'm gonna go from a review of disgust, and I got to take on notes. I like that suggestion, D Brown. I like it. I like it. I'm reconsidering it.
I was gonna say all you need is 8 minutes.
Yep. Right. I might do that.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Thank you. This is the inspiration because I say, Sabrina, because I'm unmotivated in my channel. I need to get back out there, and really put it out there because I know the people miss me. I miss them. And yeah, I need to get it cranking again and just get out there. Even if I give them just something off my heart, off of freestyle, off of notes, I need to do something.
Yeah. Well, that they love to hear you speak because you be having a lot to say. So absolutely, I tell you all the time, you need to get on that screen. That's where I remember I told J Dub recently, I was like, your voice is like a radio voice.
And I
Like
was like, who?
you. Like
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was saying. I was like, who, me? Oh no, me?
yeah.
Well, I need to get a part-time job at the radio then, Okay. All right. Testing 1, 2. Good morning.
You'd be like, are we live?
Are we live? Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So, what do you want to recap on before we go? You got anything to say? You want to touch on anything before we leave? This was fun. I didn't think it was going to be on here this long. I told you. We thought we was only going to be on for like 30 minutes. It's been an hour and 20.
Yeah, it's definitely been extended. I had a great time doing this, and yeah, I mean, it's just the fact that we got to have that material, but it's way more material because it's stuff that we didn't even touch on. So you're absolutely right. I thought it was gonna be 30 minutes or less, but we yeah, this was it. And like I said, this is gonna be my jump start and to get out there for those who watch me on my channel that I got to get back out there. And yeah, I really think I could, as D Brown said, I think I can even put like a review of Married at First Sight and just give a rundown and do a short, quick 1-2 and let the people know, because actually it's a lot of shows that's coming out that I really enjoy out now. Like I'm a fan of Married to Medicine. I previously reviewed Real Housewives of Potomac.
I be watching The Golden Bachelor. I love it.
The Golden Bachelor. Yeah, yes. Auntie's Advice suggested that one, said that was a great show. And I checked it out. And I was surprised that I actually liked it because I'm thinking, I used to make jokes about like how y'all show Ready to Love be on. I'm like, oh, y'all gonna be like, you need some seniors out there. I'm like, who want to see that? But it's actually entertaining.
I love it, honey.
Yes,
they drama and everything. Age ain't nothing but a number. They catty as I don't know what.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't stop even with age. You still get competitive, catty, and territorial, and all of that. So yeah, it is a good time. It's definitely a lot of material out there. So I'm just looking forward to getting back out there because we definitely got something to work with.
Yeah. So Danny Owen says, y'all have great chemistry. Sabrina, go on ahead and meet that man.
Meet that. Listen, I'm glad somebody said it, Danny. I'm gonna be quiet. I didn't say it enough before, but I appreciate you letting me speak. Meet that man on the bridge. But no, you gotta listen. It's like this, I'm from the old school. You gotta wait. We gotta let it marinate, and you have to really, the woman makes the decision. You gotta let the woman come to you. So I'll be patient. When something is worth waiting for, you wait for it and you're patient. It's all in timing, so thank you, Danny.
I was about to say, I can't say what I want to say. We're gonna have to go to the membership channel for that.
Oh yeah, we be over there in the membership cutting up. We up there cutting up.
Facts. So thank you so much, Danny. A lot of people have said that our chemistry is great together. So hence why we actually review Ready to Love DC, which is my season of Ready to Love DC. We're he and J Dub and I are reviewing it together, and we will be up there tomorrow night at 8:30. You want to do 8:15 or you want to do 8:30? I'm not going
8:30 is fine. I mean, to make it safe and we can be on time, and that'll make sense. That'll be fine.
Yeah. So
I check my schedule. I'll let my people get with your people and see if we can make that happen. Okay. Yeah, 8:30 should be fine because let's do that.
So tomorrow night on my membership channel. So if you guys are not members, you're gonna have to be a member in order to see it. We're going to be over on the membership channel doing the live reaction watch party where we literally watch Ready to Love DC. Tomorrow night, we're going to be reviewing episode number 2. So that's going to be really fun. And somebody did ask, when are we going to be here for the hot topics? So we're going to do the hot topics on Tuesdays. We're going to shoot for Tuesdays, right? Tuesdays between 8 and 8:30ish. It just depends on my schedule, what I have going on here. But either way, it's going to be Tuesdays 8 to 8:30. And on Wednesdays, we're going to try to be consistent with the Ready to Love DC and still working out the single soulmates, because you guys know that I have other people that I work with on single soulmates, because it's a big group of us. So I have to kind of work out everyone's schedule, and everyone's schedule is just not coinciding for us to actually launch it. So once that happens, that will happen, just to let you guys know that I have not forgotten. Kimberly Owen says, I'm here for it, cousin. Lashia says, that's true. I'm here for that. Danny Owen says, we'll be here, y'all. Great live. So just to let you guys know, but we appreciate it. This is our first hot topics. I'm so excited. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I know we're about 3 months behind, but we're here. Better late than never, but never late is better. We here. We made it. We are people of our word. We here, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, yeah, this, like I said, we're about an hour over than what I expected, but
Facts.
Yeah.
It was fun. Well, anyway, thank you. It's J-Dub for joining me, and yeah, make sure you guys click that thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, definitely make sure you click that subscribe button, and also to make sure you click that black notification bell, so every time I go live or do any uploads, you will be the first to know. And if you want to follow me on all my socials, my Instagram, so I'm not really on any of them, but all platforms, my name is at Miss Sabrina Seoul. And you want to close out, J-Dub?
Well, that's same here. It must be contagious, because I don't really do the social media like I do. So, just look at my YouTube channel. It's J-Dub, and I'm here. This is my jump start. I'm back. I'm coming back. I'm on the way. So check me out for my reviews coming up. I want to get into all the shows, and even at this point, I can't believe I said this, Married at First Sight, so I'm definitely going to be back. Y'all going to see me more consistent, because I really enjoy going live. It's my element, and I had a great time, Sabrina, and we'll see y'all next week on. Not next week, tomorrow, for those who are members.
Members. So tomorrow on the membership channel, Ready to Love DC, episode number 2, live reaction watch party with J-Dub and I will see you guys here on Friday for the live reaction watch party for Make a Move. All right, guys. Anyway, I'll see you later. We'll see you tomorrow night. Membership channel on my channel.
Get your membership.
Bye. Love you.